It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. The excitement level around here at a fever pitch as we're underway in the 2020 NFC Championship game. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cousins on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Defense, keep it up, guys. Check 99. Check 99. Watch it. He's coming. Double up.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Watch twist. Watch the twist.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And an alley to run. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Off the play fake. Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
58, boy. 58. 58, Mike.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let him know.
General West.
Bang. Back.
Good route here. Hey, wahoo!
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
To throw, Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen there to make the grab. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Check nine.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And the Cardinals first down.
It's just me and you.
On the run, it's Ware. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Devin McCourty brings him down.
I heard all the stories. I watched some of the tape of the old school guys, the throwback guys who were the punishing runners and knocked people aside to pick up yardage. I'm so glad I was sitting here today and got to see it with my own eyes.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Yeah, 50 Pittsburgh. 54. I'm going back to you. I'm going this way.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. Now Elliott. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll try again with Elliott. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bryant's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Cousins. He completes it to Abdullah. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Check. Check three.
Hey, Ringo, 48. He's 6'6". Pull it high.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
First down, here's Cousins. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. But it's going to be second down.
It's second down and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
SOS.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it staring at a third down and 13. And with a third and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. It's complete. Abdullah. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10.
Hey, 58 is a Mike. First. Hey, watch the ball. 58, boy. 58 is Mike. Hey, D-line.
Cousins to throw it. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. Third down here.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Bravo.
Cousins now. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Cousins now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Check nickel.
Greystone, travel.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Striker Omaha.
Johnson running right. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Buying time to his left. Hard throw, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this one is right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's see what you got. Check. Mike 5-4. I'm coming, baby. It's free. Check 25.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight-line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss.
Here we go. All day, defense, all day. Shoot. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Max box. Mike. Shoot.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Hey, switch gears. Anyway. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Banjo.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Able to find Isabella. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. A 1st down carry by Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down and 4. Murray. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Hakeem Butler, 28 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Bryant tacks on the extra point. And that makes it a 21-10 game. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Receiver.
Right over there.
Five.
Here we go. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
I don't even know why this team.
Gone.
58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike.
Hey, can't.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And he couldn't get rid of the football. Trying to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down.
I'll tell you who was excited by that play, and that was the defensive front. They didn't need any additional help. They got to him in a hurry. And right there, he had to make a big-time decision. I think he made the right one. Protect the football, then protect yourself.
Maybe not necessarily in that order.
He will never admit to that, but he's probably thinking about himself first.
58, the mic.
Shoot.
Check. Crack.
Wait, that.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Last 50.
Shit. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You better bring. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring.
Cousins. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check. Hey, Ken.
Here we go.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Jim.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. All day, dog. 58, boy. 58. Exit. 58's the mic.
Murray with a 3rd and long. He sets to fire deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. There with a tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
It's 3rd and 10.
Whip. Watch the gun. 58, boys, 58.
Leave it, bring up 48.
Hey, scared.
Hey, Delta.
58 to Mike. Hey, get in the weight room. 58's to Mike. 58's to Mike.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
We play to win. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Ezekiel Elliott, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals push further out in front. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Here we go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins has got it complete to Diggs, right side. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
15 yards. And the Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The first run for the backup, Abdullah. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there for Minnesota. 44 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Cousins. He gets it left side to Johnson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
Gun. Here we go.
Here's Cousins. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Chandler Jones able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Well, the offense has moved the ball pretty well on this drive, but now the defense are bowing their neck up a little bit, aren't they?
Yeah, not only are they bowing it up, but I think they took a little bit of a gamble there because on 2nd down, they sent people after him and got him, and that puts them in a pretty good spot now to bring up a 3rd and long.
Trying to improvise. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 35-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go to Elliott again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Let's get it.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, Alpha.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Cousins. Left side caught by Diggs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Let's
go, baby. Return over. Get that ball.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. David Johnson, 57 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point try by Bailey. And this is back to a 5-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Second down, Murray sets to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Play fake, Murray. Trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it.
And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 56 yards. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead.
Gun.
Big stop.
Hey, my 7.
58, boy. 58. 58, Mike. Get him.
Black, white.
Get him. 58 to Mike.
To throw is Cousins. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All day, every day, any day. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Yeah, baby.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Mark 22, Mark 22. Hey, keep it up.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. He may try and run for this. And avoids the contact by sliding. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch this.
On first down, Elliott. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From midfield now on 2nd down. Murray, this one complete to Christian Kirk. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Check three.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Watch the screen. Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third.
Go.
Now Cousins on fourth down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jordan Hicks. And that may do it for this NFC title game.
Ready. 58 to Mike. I'm here all day.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 23-yard line.
So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.